There was an internet star, the Grumpy Cat, who was famous for memes with no. I had a photo of her next to my working desk to remind me that it is important to think about no when thinking about testing. A big example, a company worth almost $400 million bankrupted in less than 1 hour. They did not remove old code from their code base. They did not update one of the production servers. They did not monitor what happens after the update. And that led to disaster for the company. It is important to think what we do not do or have not think about yet. Maybe there are some risks we do not think about, some users we don't think about, some parts of application we don't think about, and some tests we do not do yet. It is important to think what we may not know. Of course, there is always something we don't know. But what if our software does not work with something else, some popular, another application, or with customer proxy server, which actually happened to one project of my colleague? Is there something your customers have not tell you yet? Ask them. Is there something interviewer have not tell you when asking something? Could you get more details? It is also important. It is important to think what others may not know or may not notice. Have you ever argument which ended when you realized that other side does not know something known to you? How much time may take the task? How complicated it is going to be? How it can delay some other task? Think about what your colleagues, your stakeholders, your users may not know. Or the users, when writing some documentation or tutorial, please think about terms your users may not know, some more explanation they may need. It is important to think about the things which are not present or may not come. Like what is going to happen to your application if there be no internet connection application depends on, or what this connection is not stable and you cannot guarantee it, but user tasks consist of several steps, and if at some point connection is not present, users may not finish their tasks. Test for this, please. It is important to think how your application may need to get certain permissions, how it asks for permissions for user and how to test it. It is important to think for data which are maybe not present or may not come because it may crash your application. If you expect some data, they do not come, by the way, but because of poor internet connection or some server error. It is important to think what may not go as planned when planning. What to do if another colleague cannot finish on time? The colleague may be good, man, totally good, but what if they underestimated something? What to do if your clients are not ready when you are ready, you or will be ready? What is something you do not see when planning a feature, other parts of application maybe, or some other complications? It is important to think about nodes which are related to tools. What the tools do not do, what your automation does not really check, what tool vendors do not tell you, what may go not as planned with tools, and also important, what not to automate. However contradictory it may sound, it is important to think about what not to do, because we do not have all time in the world. There is something we may not test. Have you think about it? or something we may not repeat retest, or something not in our current mission which our clients do not want us to do now, or something we do not test because it is not in our control, like Google login or on credentials case. It is important to think about something which may not be okay. Testers look for problems, and when you look for problems, you better think what is not right, what may be not right. You better expect something like with the planning. And when somebody tells you that it is going to be just a small change, or it will be just like another thing, it is important not to believe them, with all due respect, but not to believe them, because most probably it will not be like that. And of course, there could be other notes not present in the store. And maybe you, just like me, would want to have a grumpy cat image next to your working desk to remind you about those notes. Thanks for watching.